Here's a great case where memorizing grammar rules doubles your chances of getting this question right instantly. If we know how different punctuation marks work, we know that a semicolon in choice D is the same as a period. Because what do we need in order to use a semicolon? We need to have a complete sentence before the semicolon and a complete sentence after the semicolon, at least on the SAT. So that basically is what a period is, right? A period separates two complete sentences. A semicolon does the same thing, just without a capital letter. So notice D then and A, which has a period, are the same thing. So if that's the case, there's no way we could decide A versus D. They are structurally, functionally the exact same thing. So they're gone, just like that. They can't, if the same, one can't be right and the other wrong. It doesn't work that way. So that now leaves us with two choices. And I think, based on other SAT kind of style rules and things like that, you're very likely to pick choice C because it is shorter. I think it also sounds a little bit better. And it is right for that reason. It is definitely better, it is shorter, it sounds better, that's fine. But the reason B is wrong is important. B is going to create a run-on sentence, which is when we take two complete sentences and we join them together with just a comma. And so you want to get good at noticing this because there are going to be places where it's a little harder and you really want to strengthen this skill as much as you can. So why is it two complete sentences? Let's see what we have here. Well, in August 2013, that's extra. So I'm just going to cross that out right from the get-go here. It's like a little clause that's leading into my main sentence. The archaeologists discovered thousands of objects in a single 15-foot stretch that was likely a garbage disposal site. That's a sentence. I could end that with a period. I've completed my thought. I've completed my idea. That part is a sentence. Now let's read the second part after the comma. Among these were buttons from Revolutionary War uniforms, clay pipes, and an imported mineral water bottle from Germany. Notice how that also sounded kind of like a complete thought, right? It had a subject and a verb. It did something, right? The verb is kind of weak. Among these were buttons from Revolutionary War uniforms, etc. But it's still a verb. Whereas C just kind of goes right into the list without starting the thought over. It creates a clause that is dependent upon the main sentence that starts with the archaeologists. So this piece is already a sentence. And what choice C is doing is it is attaching a little extra list to the end of that sentence. It is doing it in a way that the list could not stand on its own. It needs the other sentence to survive. B is doing the opposite. It is taking the list and it is making it so that it could stand alone. And if it's fine, there are reasons that you might want to do that. But then if you're going to try to put those two ideas together, you can't only use a comma. You need something more. You need a semicolon, or you need a period, or a dash. You need something stronger, and this is not going to do it. So, like I said, you might get there just kind of listening to the choices and seeing which one sounds best, and that's fine. You can still do very well in the writing section relying only on your instincts. But if you really want to see that jump in score, you're going to need to get in some good habits that will help you avoid traps on the hardest questions. And that means you can't only rely on your instincts because the SAT takes advantage of your instincts very often. So we need to treat every question like there's a trap, and we need to just kind of look for rules, follow them, and prove our answers as much as we can. And that is what we did here.